this is Emily Collects, and today I will be talking about my experience buying a bootleg figure at a anime convention. And so at the time, I was a new figure collector, and I was walking around and I saw my holy grail, which was the 1/4 scale saber figure by Frame. And I was super excited because I'd been searching for this figure, but she was too expensive for me at the time. But these guys were selling her for $275, and they even reduced the price down to $200, and I ended up buying it because I was just super excited to find her. But I quickly realized I bought a bootleg figure and I could not return her, sadly. And I was super shocked by this because, as a new figure collector, I did not know how to spot the differences of a counterfeit, and I didn't even know like how common counterfeits were. Especially since it was a local convention, I never expected to find one there. And so I want to share like how I spotted that it was a counterfeit, and so you guys can avoid the same mistake I made when I was new to collecting, because I was extremely upset by this. I spent $200 on a fake figure that was definitely not worth that much, and it was upsetting because no one wants to spend that much money just for it to be a fake. And so I'm going to show you guys the counterfeit figure and explain how you can spot these differences. Here is the box, and you'll notice right away that it is beat up. There is no lid on it, and there's a bunch of tape on it, and this is one way to figure out if it's legit. And also you'll notice that the image of the figure itself is low quality on the box. And I recommend looking up videos, like unboxing videos, to make sure that the box is legit if you're unsure. But one way I figured out was watching a video, and it showed that this part is supposed to be indented to open it. And you'll also notice that usually these like legit figure boxes will have a printed sticker or a sticker on it to show it to be like legit. And this is one way to figure out if your figure is legit before buying it. Here is the bootleg, and from far away she does not look bad, but when you get closer you'll notice all the sculpting mistakes in the paint, like the painting mistakes. Like it overall like looks really gross, and the clothes don't fit together right. And I noticed right away when I opened this figure it was extremely sticky and had a weird chemical smell to it, because they use cheaper materials to make these bootlegs. And overall, like as a bootleg, it does not look bad, but it's definitely, you can tell it's a bootleg. Like the paint doesn't match at all, and the hands are extremely like gross. There's black spots on the fingertips, and I'll show right here, there's like a little line where they put the hand together. And just overall, like you can tell when it's a bootleg because of how gross it looks. Like look at the hair, like the paint job is weird, and there's like hair from how sticky it is, and like the details are horrible. And that, like, you can tell a difference usually between a bootleg and a legit figure, and sometimes it's hard, but it's pretty noticeable when you look closely, like the paint defects and how sticky it is. And yep, here are my tips. My first tip is, if you're going to a convention, always look at the box and make sure that it has a sticker on it showing that it's legit, or a printed sticker. And if you're unsure, I recommend looking up photos or unboxing videos to help you make sure that it matches up correctly. And secondly, when you're at these conventions, look at what the vendor is selling, because sometimes they have unboxed figures, and by looking at them you can tell they're fake. And I'll give you an example of that, because when I was scammed, I noticed they had a bunch of off-brand Sailor Moon figures. And my third tip is, if you're buying online, always check for website reviews, seller reviews, and product reviews, especially if you're on Amazon or eBay. And there's times where like even a bootleg figure can have good reviews, and you can usually tell it's bootleg if it's like a $40 figure and it's suddenly $3 on Amazon, and that is usually a sign of it being fake. And I will also give you guys my favorite websites to buy figures from in the description below, like AmiAmi, Solarish Japan, Crunchyroll, and I will post these down in the description for you guys. But these are my tips to help you guys. Is just always look for details. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any recommendations, please let me know.